wasting time. That's it. Cams is up. I'm on. Okay. Cams is up. 8:15, y'all. 8:6. Well, it just turned 8:16. Started the show a few times. Exactly 8:16. I started the show last few times 8:15. I've been telling y'all for the longest 8 o'clock, 8:15, or 8:30. Maybe 2 times that I can remember, I've started the show at almost 9 o'clock. And, I stayed on for a little 15, 20 minutes, and that was that. But anyway, what's going on, brunch break people? FRiSCO FiASCO here, Grounds Radio. Delaware Matters, Delaware Cares, Delaware's First. Brunch break crew in effect. Doctor, wherever you are. I hope you're all right. I called him 2 times today. He didn't answer. I don't know what's going on. Poor guy. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. That's the doctor. He'll be all right. Otherwise, y'all got me till I could get to the bottom of what the hell is going on with him. Y'all got me. Check this coffee. We write a song, we write a song, we write a song. Yeah, we only recreate to another place of song, place of time. We oh. We write a song, we write a song, we write a song. We write a motherfucking song. What's going on, brunch break people? June 27th. I'm back with y'all again. Putting together another short joint, another surefire joint. And my favorite reality live stream show, Dean and Adrian Broner, which is called AB, Dean the Great and AB. Dean, it's Dean's stream in his show, and he put Adrian Broner on. And everybody call him AB, AB, AB. I call him by his first name, Adrian. Adrian's one of my favorite boxers. Dean, I never heard about until recently, trying to keep up with Adrian Broner, came across Dean. Adrian Broner, one of his favorite fighters, Dean, one of Dean's favorite fighters was Adrian Broner. And they linked up together, and Dean put Adrian on as a streamer like himself. Because of Adrian Broner's reputation and previous clientele, he proved to show that he can make money on the stream as fast as possible. Like it was no build-up for him. He got in there, people knew who he was. Now that brings twice the traffic to Dean's page. Dean and Adrian Broner, to me, are the new versions of Dean Martin and Jerry. Some of you looking at this will know who Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis was. Some of you won't. Old comedy duo from back in the 50s. My era. I was born in 61, but by the time I was born, their movies wasn't all that old. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they wound up making one more movie after that. But in the late 50s for sure, and or early 60s. After 61 when I was born, like maybe 62 or 63. And Dean and Adrian reminds me of Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin, my era, my time. So once again, chat party people, thank you for tuning and joining in. Yesterday, I don't know what happened to my YouTube. My show was going great, and YouTube just went off and didn't give me a cue or nothing. And I know I didn't blow myself up this time. So, and I was maybe 2 minutes away from ending the show anyway, but the shit was crazy. So it wound up going off anyway. So whatever. But all the footage is there from what I had recorded yesterday. That's all I know. So I got a call from Therodynamics, the people that I go to for physical therapy. And y'all gotta excuse me. My ears is always itching. I got a crazy condition. So when y'all see me from time to time always sticking, this is a piece of incense stick. Because it really gets the itch really good. You know, so when the incense smoke runs out from the incense, when the incense is burned, I keep the incense stick. I wash it in water, soap and water, and then I dry it off and I clean my ear with it. I have no infections or nothing. I just have an inside ear condition. Had that for many years. My fat ass fingers can't get the job done, so I got to use something small and hard, and incense sticks works. I've met people that got the same condition and problem that I have with the ear, you know, but they do shit like they'll take a toothpick. You could do that too. But the sharp end of the toothpick in the ear, that's scary. I never did that. So what I do with the toothpick is break the tip end off. And then I scrape on the surface. Because if you don't scrape it on the surface before you put it in your ear, that's bits and pieces of chipped wood in your ear. You know, like people don't think, but that's them. I'm careful. I know I'm better. So the Therodynamics people called me And the girl goes, hello, Eric. And I said, Eric who? And they said, Eric Gregg. I said, oh, you're looking for Eric Craig? And they said, yes. I said, well, first of all, my name is not Greg. My last name is Craig. Call me that, please. I asked him nicely, please call me that. Call me Greg, Craig. My last name is not Greg, Graig, or Greg. My name is Craig, Craig. It's not hard. It's not hard. When people with names that have syllables in it, you know, like more than just the 2-syllable name, Rodriguez, Velasquez, Carpenter, names with syllables more than 2, 2 in it. And I can see people with accents from other countries fuck up and butcher your name. These people at Third Dynamics, they're Indian. They're like everybody else. Everybody's got the tongue twist shit, problems with pronunciating a person's name, because it is intricate if a person's name got 3 syllables, 4 syllables. Now, what if my name was Eric Balenciaga? That's 5 syllables. Then their tongues is really, really twisted, flipped up. But my last name is Craig, 1 syllable. And I have to teach people all the time, because that's what it is teaching people. It's teaching people. I have to teach you how to say my last name. My last name is Craig. Craig. Real simple. They still fuck it up. They still fuck up my last name. Oh, wow. Wow. My mother and my father gave me the name Eric. If I met you after 1985, after 1985, 85, let's just say 85. If I met you after 1985, and if I met you anywhere up in the 90s, you're not calling me Eric. You don't know me. You don't go back with me to have it like that, to call me Eric. I tell people all the time, Flavor Flav, LL Cool J, and Busta Rhymes. If you call them by their birth given name, they will swing on you. They'll swing on you. I know this for sure. They will punch you in your face. Busta's a little different. Busta will check you first. Hey, you don't know me, blah, 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 blah. Don't call me that name, blah, 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 blah. Hee-haw, ya, 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 ya. Busta Rhymes, he will do that. But if you piss him off, Busta will swing, and everybody knows Busta's good for singing, for swinging. Just straight, you don't know me by that name. Don't call me that. Ya, ya, ya. Flavor Flav is different. Flavor will be like, get this shit right here together. You don't know me, G. Fucking call me William. That is my name, but don't call me. You don't know me, G. You know what I'm saying? Flavor Flav. And then LL Cool J. LL is one of these. He'll be like, yeah, my name is Todd, but you don't know me. We shouldn't have to have this discussion no more again. After this, you call me LL like everybody else. You keep calling me Todd, we're going to have a problem. Mama said knock you out. And everybody knows LL is a big nigga. He's good with his hands. He have no problem swinging. I'm Eric Craig. I'm at the bottom of their boat. I don't have money like that. I don't have the fame of the celebrity. Though I got beats for all of those niggas. That's another subject because I do music too. You don't know me. I get. Plus, them niggas is not 65. I'm 65. Don't call me Eric. You know, because I'm in a gentleman class status where I have a right to look down on you and check you. Though I'm shorter than everybody, but still. Don't do it. You call me Craig. Some of you know me as Eazy-E with style. Here I'm FRiSCO FiASCO. Back in 1977, they gave me the name FRiSCO. Y'all can call me FRiSCO, or y'all can call me LaStyle, or y'all can call me Eazy-E, or y'all can call me Craig. Choice is yours. But don't call me Eric if you don't know me. You don't know me and you call me Eric, that's a red flag on your ass and you will hear my mouth. Period. That's it. So I was booked Saturdays and Mondays, but because my Medicaid from welfare only allows me one day. So they say you have to pick or choose Monday or Saturday. I hate Saturdays today, but I loved when the first 2-3 times that I went before they cut me off. I love going on Saturdays because Saturdays, I don't care for Saturdays. I never did. I tell this story all the time. Saturday and Sunday are 2 days of the week that I hate with the passion. People know I love Friday. I was born on a Friday. I love Mondays. Mondays is my day. I love Mondays. Mondays is my favorite days of the week. Forever until the end of time. Bury me on a Monday or cremate me on a Monday. No funerals, just straight to the fire, blah, blah. And celebrate me on a Monday. That's all I ask. Because Monday is a fun day and it's a respectedly celebrated day for me because it's the top of the week. Hey, Rita. Hi, Rita. Hi, my honey is on Rita. Hi. Hi, Rita. Rita's here. Hey, my honey is here. Hi, Rita. Yeah, that's my honey right there. Me and her talk every day. Me and her talk every day, just like we used to. Just like we used to back in 1985 when I met her. Love her so much. That's my honey. So I had to check the chick at Thermodynamics, and I had to let her know. Please call me Craig. We don't know each other. But Indian people, like a lot of Hispanic people, like a lot of African people, they're primitive minded. So they think that, yeah. No, there is no yeah, motherfucker. Don't call me by my first name. You don't know me. Don't do that. I have a problem with everybody in my life that I had to deal with, they call me by my first name anyway. Correction, not everybody, just those of them that call me Eric and the ones that I let slide. I have a friend in my life that I knew from 1967. He calls me Eric. I gotta let that slide. I gotta let it go because he's been calling me Eric since 1967. I gotta let it slide. Anybody that I come across, if they still may be around or still be alive from them 60s, I gotta let them call me Eric. Anybody from the 70s, I gotta let them call me Eric. Though 1977, the first person that gave me my name FRiSCO, rest in peace, Dave Watts, back in 1977. He gave me the name FRiSCO. And then Wayman, before Wayman died, rest in peace, Wayman, said, I'm going to stop calling you Eric altogether, man. He said, I like E better. Just E. Wayman started calling me E. Now a gang of people are calling me E. And then he gave me the name Eazy-E. So Dave Watts gave me the name FRiSCO. Rest in peace, Dave Watts. And Wayman gave me the name Eazy-E. E. 1978, about 1978. A year after Dave Watts gave me the name FRiSCO. Rest in peace, Dave Watts. Rest in peace, Ray Gilliard. I gave myself at that time, 1979 to be exact, I gave myself the name, people calling me LaStyle. A lot abbreviate and say Style. What's up, Styles? There you go. Styles, Eazy-E, no, Styles, Eazy-E, FRiSCO. There you have it. But don't call me Eric if you don't fucking know me. Not that back anyway. So, Welfare sent me a note, and Welfare said we're not going to cover, through Medicaid, we're not going to cover Saturday and Monday, pick a day. So I told my therapist at Therapdynamics, I'll take Monday. And she said, you sure? I said, yeah. She said, because Saturdays is always good. I said, I know everybody do everything on a Saturday. Saturday. If I can't have Saturday back with Monday, then I might as well do this on a day of a week that I like, and I love Monday. So my therapy sessions back at Therapdynamics, I'm back on as of Monday. And I'll be going on Mondays. So I'm back in therapy. I couldn't go today because welfare's not paying for it. No problem. I go back Monday. And that's it. Shout outs to 4th of July. 4th of July is coming. I like 4th of July, but I hate it. I like I like 4th of July, but I hate it because 4th of July is too many rude, disrespectful people that take what 4th of July is all about, twist and flip it. It wasn't as bad when I was a child and then a kid. But now, as an adult in my 60s, people get more and more crazy and more retarded. People get more and more crazy and more retarded. So what I love is every morning after the 4th, I love when I'm looking at the news and they show you how many people lost the eye, lost a finger, arm half blown off. I love that shit because no one's careful. Many people is not safe and they're not careful and they're not cautious. You got a lot of kids, teens, wild ass teenagers you can't talk to, you can't tell them nothing. Boom! M80 blew up in the face, they lost the finger. M80 blew up, they lost an eye. And this one happens guaranteed every year. M80 blew up 10 inches from the face. Now the person's got constant ringing, bust the eardrum. The eardrum is bust with constant ringing, buzz and ringing in the ear. That's because these people thinking that they know what they're doing with fireworks. You know what I used to do when I used to play with fireworks? I used to take a mop, a long mop stick or a broomstick, and I used to take tape, just a little piece of tape and a piece of rope, not jump rope, the clothesline rope that people use, and I tied that to the end of the stick because I love M80s. And M80s got that loud boom. I stand right here, light up on a stick, take the stick, stand all the way back like this here. Oh, this is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. This is pool stick from my pool table. Perfect example of what I'm talking about. But mop stick, that's the same size. A mop stick or a broomstick, that's the same size. And right here at the end, I take a piece of tape. And with the tape, I wrap it around the tip end, and I take a piece of string, and I put the string on the stem end of the stick. Wrap it up. Take my lighter, light the tip end up, and stand just like this all the way over here. I stand all the way over here. Light it up, boom. So that no matter how close I am and the crowd is running, I ain't got to run far from nothing because I'm all the way over here with it, holding the stick with the tip end lit up, and then you light up your firecracker, your M80, whatever firework you're using, you light it up. I've always been safe. I never had those problems. I've always been safe. So for the people that aren't safe, they're stupid. And they fuck around and they lose limbs, eye, eardrum blown out, finger, for being stupid, inconsiderate of self-awareness, and just not safe. And when it happens and it goes down, now you want the world to feel sorry for you. Some people be wanting to sue the company in which sells the product and the store where they brought the explosives from. No, you can't sue nothing, nigga. Who the fuck are you suing? You brought that shit at your own risk. You knew you was too close with the match, getting right up on it with the match or the lighter. If the fuse is fast, you can't run away. Where you ducking to? Firecrackers ain't that bad, but M80s, smoke bombs and shit like that. Oh man, them rockets that. Who would want to light that shit up? Get close up on that shit? No, that's retarded. I do that. Like I just showed y'all in the example. Take the stick, light the tip in, stand just like this, real simple. Stand just in, light the tip end of the stick up, flat, boom. No matter how loud the boom is, the bomb is, whatever, you ain't lose an eye, you ain't blown out your eardrum, you ain't lose a finger. Your face is still on your face, you good. But that's the problem I have with the 4th of July. I love to see the news. I love to see the news the very next morning. And they always, every year, it never fails, somebody lost an eye, a finger, or blown their eardrums permanently because they wasn't careful. You know, it's retarded. And they don't know better. They know better, but they don't know better. They didn't practice safety first. Oh, well, that's on y'all. Oh, and also, what's up with the mayor? The mayor, this mayor, I don't like him. Hi, Femi. Hi, Femi. Hi, Femi. I see you, Femi. Hi, Femi. Femi from Philippines, y'all. Femi from Philippines. Femi from Philippines, my friend. And sure enough, our mayor, our crazy brand new Islamic Muslim mayor, he made a promise that he was going to support rent strike, and he's doing it. So I'm trying to understand, Rita and Femi, thank you very much for joining in. Well, Rita, you know you got to join in. You already know. But Femi, thank you for joining in. So I'm trying to understand. I was looking at the news today, and what wound up happening was they was breaking down the socialist political figures as opposed of the communist, the independent, and the communist, the independent, and the conservative. So this is my synopsis. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be right. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be right. So here's my synopsis. Socialist. The mayor is a socialist. Everybody knows that. So here you had the elite, rich people. Here you have the poor people. Here in the middle is the middle class. So with no common ground and no balance, the middle class, if the middle class falls while the poor class is already at the bottom and struggling, that brings drama, uncontrollable drama, to the super rich, to the rich class, to the high class. So now there's a thing where everybody's trying to rebuttal against this mayor because he's fucking shit up in the game with these elite billionaires, landlords. They own buildings and buildings, blocks and all of that shit. So I agree with him to an extent. New York, even myself, when I was homeless, and even now that I have my two places where I live. Well, we're on New York. Let's keep it here in New York. I go places and I see apartments, and you see the sign, apartment for rent, apartment for rent. Well, how long is that apartment going to be for rent? Somebody could have been got that apartment and moved in. These landlords be putting up scaffolds for no reason, leaving the scaffolds there for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, no exaggeration, and then not moving people into available apartments that can afford these apartments, as opposed to people that can't afford it, that comes down to the bottom of we, the poor people. So what happens is these apartments are sitting. This fucking mayor is shutting down these landlords that's not doing nothing with these apartments. Now, you can say that sounds good because this gives the American homeless an opportunity to move into one of these available apartments. But no, that's not the case. These landlords hold these apartments for no reason. So this mayor's like, fuck you, fuck that. The apartment is sitting there doing nothing. We're going to clean that bitch out. We're going to move people in. Now, what he's not saying out loud, I'm saying it out loud. I don't care what kind of trouble I get in, feedback, whatever. This is me speaking my mind, telling y'all what the fuck it is. What he's doing is great to a point, but how many and how much of homeless Black people are going to qualify or be given a voucher to move into these available empty apartment units, as opposed to the immigrants that have nowhere to go, held up in ICE, living in shelters like along with Black people. So my argument is he's a socialist and he's a Muslim. First thing he's going to do is take the unfortunate, undocumented gotaways. I don't care what kind of trouble I get into. I'm just breaking this shit down per how they lyrically put it on the news, sophisticatedly. Break that shit down for the hood. Y'all on here looking at me, we are the hood. This is the deal. Dressing these apartments up so that everybody can move in. But first, like they said early this morning on the news, this extends from Biden dropping 3.5 million illegals because there was no getaways. You hear? Biden had you. Now that Biden is gone and Trump is president, all of y'all are getaways. And Trump not signing this bill for the housing bill to make America affordable living again. That is what this whole drama is about. Because Trump is like, okay, I'll give you the love, but we got to look out for what's Trump's number one motto? America first. We got to look out for America first. So you got assholes like Tish James, Chuck Schumer, Governor Hochul. You got these people going against Trump's motto, sizing with this mayor that anybody can get an apartment. And that's true. Because it's thousands of available apartments. But I am with my president. I'm not with everything about him. Just this. Americans first. It's so many homeless American Hispanic people. So many homeless American white people. multiplicity amount of black people homeless in the shelters. Shanae, Shaniqua, Janisha, and all these motherfuckers with these kids. These people need roofs over their heads. So, like they say, I'm not turning my back or talking against these getaways that deserve an apartment or a house here too. But I'm being realistic because I'm Black American. It's all about me and my people first. Sorry, we was here, born and raised legitimately. We're no immigrants. And and then check this out. Let me be careful with what I'm saying right now. Give us an apartment first, because you know why? When you look at the totem pole, there's practically not a lot as it appears. It's not a lot of Black people, not a lot, not enough, not close, that are homeless that need a roof over our head. You look at the Africans that came here, that they blend in with us, which is racially wrong, and then all of these Hispanic nations, and then others, Europeans and people from the other side or whatever. There's more of these people than they are of Black American people. Black American born here as Negroes. But they always manage to put somebody in charge that's going to make sure that Black people are providing for, but we gotta wait. They make us wait. When I got this apartment, I had no idea I was supposed to have been in here before everybody. I was the 11th or 12th tenant in this building. I was supposed to be the first or the second, because when I moved in here, everybody was Hispanic and immigrant. Everybody. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, one African family and one Black person, a Black guy that was in the shelter with me, he's no longer living, he died. And then me, 11th or tenant, when I was supposed to at least been the first or the second. You see how biased this shit is? Once again, this mayor's trying to make it so that no holds barred, everybody homeless is getting an apartment. But you need to do first things first. Not first come, first serve. First things first. Black people is at the top of that list. But because we don't have no fight, we don't know how to argue, they'll be like, yeah, we got you. Yeah. So they look at all the Johnsons, the Jones, the Thomases, the Craigs, the Smiths. They look at all of those motherfuckers by the hundreds and the thousands. We still don't compare to no motherfucking million getaways, 3 million getaways. Let me be even more real. Before the getaways, New York was heavily and fluctuated with more Hispanics and others than that of the Black Americans that's already from here. Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, argue with me if you want. Oh, he's on that racist shit, blah blah. No, I'm just speaking truth and what I see. I look at the news every day, and I'm a devout Republican. I see what the fuck is going on. These people don't have no levels. And Cortez Ocasio, whatever the fuck this little thin ass Spanish bitch is that talks a lot of shit, she's another one. She works with the Black political figures in the arena, but she don't give a fuck about us either. She want to make sure all of her Hispanic compadres get an apartment first, whatever's left over, Blacks and Africans and whoever else gets it afterwards and last. Everybody's full of shit. And I'm sorry, Trump got everybody in the uproar, confused, deranged, and damn near crazy and cuckoo and going out of their mind. But I support him. I support him. We need a shakeup. We need a shakeup. We need to know where everybody stand, who's doing what the fuck is going on, who's being prevented for. Yeah. So Trump is holding up the line with putting his signature to the paper for affordable housing in New York City, because the money's there. But the problem is the Democrats respect that the money's there and Trump is willing to give them the money. But the trade-off is Americans first. And he's not signing shit unless y'all show him that Americans is going to be qualified for these apartments first. And then the immigrants and the others get what's left over, because practically all the rest of you is fucking getaways. And it's fair, and I support it, because you can't do that. You can't go to Venezuela, you can't go to Santo Domingo, you can't go to Cuba, and you can't go to Colombia and sign your name on a housing list and make demands that I was here first and you're from fucking America. They're going to make you wait. So you'll be just like their homeless people. They got to sleep on the beach for a living because the weather's beautiful 24 hours a day. They don't get fucking winters. Shit is crazy, and that's what's going on. So I support my president. I hope he don't sign that shit unless they can show him how many motherfucking blacks that are in shelters is going to be getting apartments, affordable apartments, vouchers from the system. Welfare is going to give us what comes with and what qualifies us to get these apartments, like furniture allowances, a little more cash assistance, and definitely food stamps. We need all that. We don't get all that. Trump don't sign nothing. Nobody get nothing. Fuck y'all. What's up? What we gonna do? We already warring with ourselves. But sorry, I'm with my president on this one, and more so from a political aspect. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And I said this before, and I got into a big argument with someone I don't speak to anymore, and he's dead too. There's no real support and love for black people back here. We, as a nation of a people, are so confused. We fighting ourselves, we killing each other, and then we got, this makes it easy for the system to come down on us too. So we got the system coming down on our ass, political figures like, let them kill each other. They're just a bunch of fucking savages in a cage, which is what we are. We need a leader, and I ain't talking about no fucking Barack Obama. We need a political figure. Rest in peace, Jesse Jackson, who just died a few months ago. We needed someone like him. We didn't need no Barack Obama and no Al Sharpton. We needed even Louis Farrakhan. Hate me if you want. I don't give a fuck. I'm speaking how I feel because of what I know, and I am familiar with the work of these men. We need someone to keep the nation of the black people in check, people that are willing to participate in making the shit right. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. And I sorrowfully say that because we don't have no unity. There's never going to be no unity. But for those, once again, that are willing to participate and want to change, first of all, you got to want to change. You got a typical American Negro running around here all the time, drinking, smoking, getting high, jive timing and bullshitting. Never get anywhere. Leave them to the side. You don't want it. We want it. Us over here, we want apartments. We want jobs. We want the freedom to be independent and free. But for those of y'all that don't want to, leave them niggas to the side. They'll be out there with the Hispanic getaways that don't have nothing, the Africans that don't have nothing, the Euros that don't have nothing. Go over there with them. I'm talking about from the perspective and the side of the blacks that want the blacks and the many others here that want something. We want something, and mainly predominantly black, because that's what I'm talking about. Black American. I'm talking about my kind, my people. Everybody else is what it is. And then once again, I gotta be careful because there's a lot of Hispanic mothers out there with black kids. I get it, I understand. That's that. And time now is 6 minutes after 9. I'm gonna shut this down at 9:30. I started at 8:13. At 8:15, like I've been doing these last 3 times. I'm gonna shut it down at 9:30. I'm on a roll right now. I feel good. I got my honey here with me. Feeny here with me. Mike Super had a family gathering that he is attended to right now. Shout outs to Mike Super, my motherfucking man. My partner, my strange, weird, kooky, funny fucking partner, Dr. Lee. I hope you're all right where you're at. I hope you found another spot. Let me get off the subject. Dr. Lee, doctor called me. So, last but not least, I've been following cruise ship. Yeah. Yo, the fuck is up with the cruise ship beef? You got all these wild ass black people. I finally had a chance today to find out what was the retardedness with these cruise ship rides and black people. Because I found out today that, you know how when you buy shit from Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Dwayne Reed's, Rite Aid, supermarkets, and you get the reward points. So they had that on cruise ships. Not all, but they got that on cruise ships. I'm shocked as fuck. They got reward points in which you can use your EBT card, your EBT card, to get reward points and discounts to go on these cruise ships. Okay, I respect it, but I should have realized the point that it wasn't going to work, because if you're telling a gang of people, I'm saying this carefully, people, any kind of people that is on public assistance, reward points and discounts and prizes and shit like that, and giveaways with your EBT public assistance card. So that's the hook. And people get hip to it. And now you got all these ignorant black families at the airports and at the loading docks of the cruise ship lines, mainly Caribbean ships, Caribbean lines, and Disney, $1 billion Disney. So you got all these. Oh yeah, that's right. And Carnival, definitely Carnival. Carnival Bahamas and Disney. And I sat here in front of the TV and I must have looked at about maybe close to 20 cruise ship mayhems, discounts, public assistance, EBT discounts. I cannot recall if I seen any Hispanics, any whites, any Asians, or any others at these airports and at these cruise lines. Funny thing, not to get off the subject, but a lot of people, to get to the cruise ship, you got to go through the airport. A lot of people, not everybody, because some people, like here in New York, you got to fly to Miami to get on the boat. And in Florida, nobody got to fly nowhere but get in the car and drive to the dock. You come from New York, you got to get on the plane. You come from Boston, Connecticut, Jersey, you got to get on the plane. And you got to go to Florida, then you got to get on that line. So the thing that kills me is people get to the line, but before they do all that, they get on the plane. Y'all should see the fights that derive from the plane going to the ship to do the cruise. Now, I seen, no exaggeration, I seen like 30 of those clips, 30 different people fighting on the plane, people fighting on the plane on the way to Florida to get to the cruise ship, then get to the docks and fights before getting on the boat, fights on the boat. I seen some crazy shit, fights, crazy and crazier fights on the boat. I seen some shit that fucked me up. It was a storm, an uncontrollable, crazy storm that fucked up furniture, boat smoothing from side to side. People thinking they're going to die, hollering and screaming, windows busting, water come rushing in. People running for their life. You ain't got nowhere far to run because you're on a ship in the water, shipwrecked in the water on the boat. Shit is crazy. And I watched people still get cuckoo and crazy and want to fight each other and want to get at each other. And, you know, y'all might, pardon the expression, y'all might die. The ship going through a storm, y'all on the boat, y'all might die. So why not kill each other? Why not kill each other now and get it over with? Because, you know, the storm is about to take the ship. So before the storm take the ship, y'all niggas might as well fight, get it over with, get your licks in. Y'all gonna die anyway. Boat gonna turn over. And once the boat turn over in the ocean, it's game over. Niggas is crazy. I was telling Rita, me and her should do because we talked about this many years ago. We never did it. And when me and Rita talked about it when it was safe, when niggas ain't fight on a fucking cruise line, when niggas didn't fight on a fucking airplane. And me and Rita was talking. It was like, we need to do it now because we didn't do it. We didn't do it 35 and 40 years ago. We should do it now. So I said, I don't mind, but it would have to be Norwegian cruise lines. They're very famous, fun, and safe. Norwegian cruise line is safe. See, your welfare card gets you on the Disney line. Your welfare card gets you on the Bahamas line, the Caribbean Bahamas line. Your welfare card gets you on the Carnival line. EBT, there is no EBT in Norwegian. You got to have the money to get on that boat. And when you do, notice Norwegian is never on the news for any fuckery. You know, that's how you separate these niggas up. You want to separate these niggas up? You got, can y'all afford this? Can y'all fucking afford this? No, it ain't no mileage points and you don't get no rewards and no gifts and no programs. Fuck that. Plain and simple. Do y'all got $1,200 a head? That's how you kill that. That's how you kill that. So them ghetto babies, what they do, they stay home, or they continue putting their money into the Caribbean line, Carnival, Disney, whatever. That's how you separate. Yeah, because I know Rita and we all know me. I'm not doing no ghetto line. I'm not doing no ghetto line. So I'm with it. I'm willing to get with my honey, save some money or whatever, get on the Norwegian cruise line. Food is excellent. Service is great. Talent is wonderful. Everything is safe. There's no Shaniquas, Jawikas, no Raekwons, none of that. None of that ghetto EBT shit, as Homeboy said this morning on the news. None of that ghetto EBT shit. Them niggas don't have that kind of money. And when they do, that's because everybody take their money and they do the group package. When you do the group package, you can afford, between, the family value package. You can do that. You can afford that. 8, 9 niggas with your EBT cruise ship airplane rewards, gifts, programs, cards, giveaways. Yeah. With Disney and Royal Caribbean and Carnival, yeah, y'all can have that. Not with Norwegian. Y'all niggas got to know how to act. Norwegian is like first class on a plane. And you got to be able to afford it. So, shit is crazy. And what's going to happen is now they said today, no more. No fly zone, no tickets, no nothing. The new law, and I love it. The new law, you get on the plane, you act up, you get disorderly, can't come back. So let me break it down for y'all blacks. Let me break it down for the blacks. Y'all niggas get on the plane and y'all start acting cuckoo. You're getting a lifetime ban. And I love it. I love it. First of all, for many years, Disney's been peaceful, fun, loving Disney. The Disney cruise ship, airline and shit, it's been fun. You got Mickey, Minnie, Daffy, Goofy. You got all these people. Greet you and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and all of that greet you. This is a small world after all. They singing the song and doing the little dance, and you and your family, or you and your girl, or you and your people, because everybody's not a family. Get on the ship and you got a little Disney thing going, and it's fun. It's been fun for the longest. The plane ride going to Florida, and you get off the plane and then you go straight to the boat. It's been fun. But these days, oh man, I saw the clip where Disney is now ghetto. You got Disney characters greeting people on the boat. They got to get ready to prepare to fight people. People beating Goofy ass, fucking up Donald Duck, Mickey and Minnie running over there scared for their lives. The little dwarfs from Snow White hollering and screaming her ass off in fright and fear. The fucking little midgets getting kicked around and shit. The little dwarf midgets getting beat up. Come on, man. I'm not doing it. I can't. I'm not doing it. That's not what the Disney cruise ship vacation cruise is about. It's not about that. But it's come to that. It's come to that. Royal Caribbean, it's come to that. And don't get me started with Carnival. Yep, Carnival. A fucking carnival. A carnival. Yeah. Carnival cruise ship. Can't do it. So when I go, and hopefully it's with Rita, we're going to do Norwegian. First class all the way. Treat it with utmost respect, joy, and love, and safety. Most of all, safety. That shit is what that shit is. I'm sorry. I'm with the airlines on this one, folks. Y'all don't know how to act, and we gotta up the price. They're going to be raising the prices. They're going to start raising the prices on these cruise ships, and it's not going to matter if you have points and if you have rewards and if you have this and if you have that, and it's not going to matter. All the discounts and all the links and all the hookups, it's not going to matter. One person fucks it up for all, and usually that's your typical average Black people. I'm sorry to say, but it's the truth. It's the truth. It be Black people. You're supposed to be on the line waiting to get on the boat to have a good time. What's she looking at? I can't stand that bitch. She thinks she all that. That's where it comes from. Always with them agitated, like the politician said this morning on World News. He said, yeah, purple revolution. I've been saying that for the longest. The purple hair revolution. That's what he said. But I knew what he meant when he said purple hair revolution. The purple hair revolution. The purple hair revolution. That's all those motherfuckers with the colored hair, with the color in the hair, when they start changing the color and tats and piercings, losing their mind. That's the first steps to losing your mind. So you can't go nowhere in peace and act right. Everybody's gay and fickle and funny, and that's where it comes from. And it's never going to stop. And it's only designed to get worse so long as we have socialist political figures and democratic political figures in office that don't exercise law and order. It's gonna always be here. My man said it too. I was so happy when he said, yeah, we're living this era. We're living in the regime of the purple-haired revolutionaries. I said, oh, he's right. You see, I just thank the Lord Jesus Christ I'm here, because a lot of my friends are not here, and they didn't live long to see this, and they didn't live long to be a part of what this is all about. I'm very fortunate that I'm here, because a lot of people my age, just last year alone, I seen 3 people, not quite my age, but up in age, died. Few years ago, people my age died, a little older than me, died. And now it's this new saying going around that is true. It's a powerful saying. Said that the Knicks finally get a ring after 55 years. But all of the people that were drop dead, die hard Knicks fans didn't live to see it happen. So, shout outs to them. I could care less because I'm not a Knicks fan, but I'm just being a little respectful right now. I don't give a fuck about no damn Knicks. I don't give a fuck about no damn Knicks. God bless my people that I personally knew that wanted to see the Knicks get a championship and got it, but they're not here. They passed before it can happen. I thank Lord Jesus Christ. He allowed me life to be here to see the spectacle of miracle in which it has become. I carefully say spectacle of miracle because miracle and the spectacle of it, because Nick derangement syndrome mixed with Trump derangement syndrome mixed with ice. It's going to be a long summer, a long, dangerous summer. And anybody and everybody that loved me, I wish them well. We need to stay in touch. Y'all know Jay-Z. Y'all heard Jay-Z. In the words of Jay-Z, y'all got love for me. I got love for y'all. Keeping it gangster. Time now is 9:27. I'm going to clock out. This is FRiSCO FiASCO in association with Grounds Radio. Brunch Break Crew 302-212 Wilmington, the South Bronx, New York. Delaware matters, Delaware cares, because Delaware is the first state. Doctor, wherever you are, oh man, dude, I hope you're all right. I know the weather's fucked up out there. Yeah. Shout outs to Feeney. Thank you for supporting. Shout outs to Rita. Thank you for well, I love Rita. That's my honey. That's my honey for life. Love her to death. I'm glad she hung in here. And Mike Super, I hope you are safe and I hope you're having fun at the event in which you're at right now. And not unless you already came back. I don't know. And anybody else and everybody else, CJ Blair and everyone else. And this has been fun. Tomorrow's another day. I hope y'all respect and like my new backdrop. Niggas was hating on my kitchen backdrop, motherfuckers. Quite all right. It's all about change. It's all about change. It's all about change. This is cool. I'm not feeling it, but it's cool. And Brunch Break Crew in effect. FRiSCO FiASCO. I'm out. Thank you so much. Rita, stand still. I'm going to call you, honey. Y'all have a good night. Saturday, June 27th. This shit just gets crazier and crazier, I swear. Rock with me. I'm going to check out this Ennis fight because Jerron fights tonight. Very big fight. I can't miss that. And I'm going to continue catching up on Dean and Adrian because they're here in New York. And, I don't know about Adrian, but Dean is loving it. So I'm going to catch them right now. And tomorrow's another day. Y'all have a good night. God bless. It's been cool. Peace. And thank you so much.